Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. From the gun to give to Mixon. They'll say no gain on the play, so it was looking good, but nothing there. Now it's third down and inches. That now brings up a very interesting identical situation on third down.
Yeah, people couldn't see us on camera, but I love it. It motioned to me like, throw the ball. This is a great shot to take it. Second and short. Maybe take a big shot downfield. Instead, they ran it. Didn't work out for them very well. They should listen to you, partner.
He'll wind up getting two there as he does it himself and picks up the first. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
Let's go.
A big play there for Cincinnati. 46 yards.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
And that, in a nutshell, shows you what this guy's made of. I mean, most guys in the NFL just can't do that. He absorbed the contact, refocused himself, and made a break for the end zone.
And you can see the distance traveled there after the initial contact on the next-gen stats.
It looks like a jumbo set with three tight ends here for first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. Second and goal from the 6 this time. Burrow will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Burrow looking to pass. Dumps it off to Mixon. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. So that'll go as a 4-yard loss on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
How about...
McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Smith.
Come on with that. Okay.
And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
Again.
And some room to run now. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle.
So 2 touchdowns for him on the ground in this first half, and that one a thing of beauty.
And just like his last touchdown run, we saw him be patient. How about his vision where he's able to identify where the opening was? And then how about the escort right down the field all the way get to the end zone from his blockers.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10.
Why?
Gets through and they bring him down. Uchenna and Wosu got the sack there.
And we all know how talented this guy is who's calling the signals for him, but even the best in the game, they can struggle against a good, cohesive zone coverage. Can't find a gap in the secondary quick enough, and he ends up taking a sack.
After the sack on 1st down, Burrow. And a quick throw here, that's complete.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, with the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
On 3rd down, Burrow. That's the tight end, Hurst with it. There's a nice move. And
let's
able
go.
to get this one across the 35.
Good fight.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Here we go. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On the delay, it's Mixon. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. His first carry of their second drive, pretty solid. And, of course, remember back to their first drive, really strong throughout that one.
Not only is he getting good blocking up front, but how about his vision to find the holes? And he's seeing things before they even open and hurtling through them.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Down to about the 32.
Come on,
the
man.
Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to get
Good
this
fight,
down
good
near the
fight.
25. Here we go. So 3rd and inches, and this will be the 9th play of the drive. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. He'll drop this one down to Mixon. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. He's already proven to be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit from 28 yards out. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs set to get the football first, and they trail here as we get started in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out.
I should have left.
To bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, Charles, we saw pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer it.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down.
Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Inside handoff to Mixon.
Let's go. Good fight, boy.
He'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
66 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
We tried.
Jordan Brooks on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now it's Burrow. He's got his big tight end. That's Hurst. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man.
There we go.
Try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Seahawks' 15-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the 8th carry of the drive.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more of a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
They give to Mixon.
Let's go.
Pick it up. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Joe Mixon.
A 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Bengals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the 3rd. Well, they were looking to pick up the first down on 3rd and short. They got a little more than they bargained for, finding the end zone as well.
And oftentimes in short yardage situations, you get a lot of defenders stacked near the line of scrimmage partners. So if you can get past that first wave, there's usually room to roam.
Man.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
Come on with that, man.
About that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try to make sure that momentum stays in your camp.
On the counter, it's Walker, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. To throw on 2nd down is Smith.
Yes.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. Geno now to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They snap it to Smith.
What?
He's got his tight end fan. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. From the shotgun, this will be Dallas. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They'll fake it. Now Smith. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the play call. Go to the play action, see if you can sneak your tight end out there and find him open in the end zone.
And just defensively, they weren't fooled and able to bat it away. Throwing on 3rd down, Smith. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There's pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here we go on 4th. Smith.
Let's go.
They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Bengals are right back in this football game. A few things better than a big man interception. You can always tell right when they get the football, there's that level of excitement and nervousness, and also like, what the heck do I do with this thing?
And you say no better sight? Well, not for the quarterback to just throw it. It's bad enough to throw a pick, but throw one to the big guy? But you're right about that. Now what do I do with it? But what's fun about it is you know they're going to be in the film room after this ball game, telling all their teammates, maybe I should shift over to offense. I've got skills. What do you think?
Oh, absolutely. I always find myself cheering for them after they intercepted. Unfortunately here, he couldn't make it into the end zone. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here we go. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here we go. Back back to Mixon on second down.
And he's going to get
good
this one
fight.
down to the 30. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important third down.
What?
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Big kick right there to give them the lead in the fourth, but there is still time left for a final drive.
Did they score too soon? Post-game will tell us, right? Depending on what happens on this drive, that's how we'll analyze it. If the other team scores, they scored too soon. If they somehow hold on, they manage the clock exactly right.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Smith. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
What?
He's got him in.
Oh my God.
It's a big play there for Seattle. And even 70 yards. Charles, just a gigantic play right there.
Absolute breakdown defensively, but take no credit away. A huge gain, and that turns things around.
And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Walker. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Again, Walker. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They still got 2 timeouts. Got to start using them, don't they?
You absolutely have to. You save them for this situation, but you have to use them.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. They'll try and run Walker. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7.
Good game, bro.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And they'll be celebrating in Pioneer Square tonight. The Seahawks have won the game.
What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember, they were down to their final chance to retake the lead. That home field advantage, I think it helped fuel all of what happened for them down the stretch. A huge win.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Green Bay Packers. Evan McPherson has this one teed up, and off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. On play action, it's Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. Room here to run. Touchdown, Packers. That is a quick strike one play all the way to the house. You know, the pass was fine, but that run after the catch, impressive.
An absolute horrible time. Of course, any time like this is a horrible time for a defensive breakdown. But where's the tackler? Where were the safeties? You don't expect him to catch the ball, and next thing you know, he's running into the goalpost this early in the game. That's not supposed to happen.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 39. Burrow going to give this to Mixon.
Good stop. Good
Tacklers
stop.
is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
The play call coming in after a tackle for a loss because this is an obvious passing situation. But instead, they fooled him a little bit with the screen, and they wound up getting back what they lost and then a little bit more.
On 3rd down, Mixon. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
So on 4th down, off goes Burrow. On comes Evan McPherson for the Bengal field goal. McPherson's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And 22 more yards there and another first down. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. To throw again on second down. Rodgers got his man complete over the middle. That's Jones. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Who finds his receiver, Watson. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Good drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Rodgers to throw once more. And he's got it. It's caught for the Packers. Touchdown. Romeo Doubs, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And they're able to add on to their advantage.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Crosby connects on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Big Kenny Clark that time pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
On 2nd and 12, Burrow. He completes it to Boyd. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 38, Burrow.
Throwing the out route, finding Boyd for the completion. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Mixon with a first down carry.
On the move past the 40. On a nice burst there as he'll take this inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. Burrow looking to pass.
This goes out wide for Mixon.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Second down, ball on the 3. First down marker at the 1-yard line.
And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Second down and 3.
Burrow will throw. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Burrow taking it in from 4 yards out.
And the Bengals get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by McPherson, up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But
he rifles one that's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals.
We needed that, bro.
Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably, your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Nixon now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers to throw. Quick slant to Watson. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Rodgers looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. McPherson's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Here we go. The Bengals drive about to get going. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Finally, hold on for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop it. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
That's taken on the 25. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now this is complete downfield on the left side. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29.
I love the drive they're working out here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers.
He's got Watson. It's caught. Touchdown, Packers.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Packers are an extra point away now from moving out in front. Well, they were down 6 at intermission, but they quickly erased that deficit. And, Charles, now they've got a chance to take the lead.
And while being down 6 points, obviously not an insurmountable lead, tying a game up, that just relaxes a whole team, doesn't it? And now when you add the extra point and you go up, you really feel good about what you've accomplished.
Now, with that, they could elect to take the ball at the 1 if they wanted.
Yeah, exactly right. They have options here. If they decide now to go for 2 after the penalty, the ball doesn't go to the 2-yard line as normal. They get the penalty, so that's half the distance. You put it at the 1. But if they decided they wanted to kick, they would just move the ball from the 15 to the 10, and they would kick it there.
Matt LaFleur tells the offense, stay out there, go for 2.
They'll try and sneak it. And he is into the end zone to give him a 2-point lead. Could have been up 1 with a play after, but they go for 2. It works.
It seems like they're trying to set an identity, doesn't it? We're going to be one of those teams that every time we get a chance to put extra points on the board, we will. Because really it's minimal in difference, right? Whether you're up 1 or 2, a field goal can still get you.
This one fielded at the 5.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This is our last chance.
Here we go. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. 11. Now Burrow.
And that's caught one more time by Boyd.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right in a yard. Mixing up the middle.
Finding room at midfield. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive they went 3 and out.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Once again they run with Mixon. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. From the gun to give to Mixon.
And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
A handoff to Mixon. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. 2nd and 8.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Well, the first.
On third down, Burrow. He gets this one to Boyd. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati.
And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
McPherson on for the point after.
And the lead is up to 5.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon now from his end zone. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line.
And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Robert Tunyon, the intended target.
And it'll bring up third down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down.
Got a man, it's Tunyon.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 21. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
And that's well executed there on third down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
Rodgers now on first down. His throw incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Rodgers.
He's got Tunyon complete over the middle.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up first and goal.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now, quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
On 2nd and goal, Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers. touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Packers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
So here we go. The Packers will line up to go for two. They're going to run for it with Jones. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
This will be fielded inside the 5.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides.
Here we go,
The Bengals drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
Here we go.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
To throw, Burrow. Connecting with Mixon.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Inside handoff to Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
Here we go. 11 empty.
Throwing, Burrow. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete.
And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. Here's a give to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
One, ready?
2nd and 7. Now Burrow.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. They will look for some important yardage on 3rd down. From here, it would be a 60-yard boot.
Got a man. It's Chase. He completes it.
And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he's brought down, but not before a really nice stiff arm to create a little space. Now there's the timeout, signaled for with 2 seconds to go. And the field goal unit likely trying to send this one to overtime. So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. With 2 seconds left in regulation, this to force overtime. And his kick here is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout.
So advantage Packers here. They'll possess the ball first with a chance to win it here in overtime. Nixon now from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
All set up for him right now.
What's up with it? What's up with it?
They've got the football. They also obviously have this home crowd behind them in a big way.
They give that extra energy from them.
How your day going? Hit that Southern link.
That adrenaline get away from them and play too fast or create errors of their own making. Use that energy, embrace it, but make sure they channel it the right way. They've got a chance to go downfield, score a touchdown, and end this game.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes.
Wide open.
It's
I
going to
do
be a
not
1st
understand.
down. Well done. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. When you're trying to win a game in overtime, I don't know that there's too many more in the history of the game you want under center than Aaron Rodgers.
Well, I think a lot of it's because he can beat you so many different ways. All right, he can beat you with the big shot downfield. Heck, if you need a Hail Mary, no one throws it better than Aaron Rodgers. But just when you think you've got him corralled in, when you've got pressure on him, he uses his legs to escape and create another big play, whether he's running it or extending it so a receiver gets open. I think he embraces overtime, and he embraces the spotlight that comes with it.
And they need 5 yards on 3rd down here to keep this opening drive of OT alive. Throwing now is Rodgers.
That's Tunyon.
Come
with
on
a quick
with
throw.
that,
And he's going to have a Packers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
The tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play, and that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And I know you, with every carry, especially in overtime, you're just saying, if you're that ball carrier, hold on to the football.
Hold on to it, protect it, but not necessarily settle it, because you're trying to get to the end zone. You're trying to end the game right here. I know the defensive guys poking, clawing, raking, trying to knock the ball free and protect their end zone.
Yeah, like you alluded to, especially this part of the field.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down.
Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
On the Rodgers.
Good game, bro.
He's over for the touchdown.
A touchdown run there from a yard out.
We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it